Big News Joshua. The host is Josh. What's going on? Whoa, easy.
You like that?
No. Why do I look like I'm in,
Mars?
like when they do a drama, like I'm in Mexico? I've got that tip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not my
Yeah.
joke, but
The universal way to
There we
denote that you're in Mexico.
Amber Hue.
Yeah.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I've been messing around with this. I want to play some music in the background. This is not the way. This is not what's happening. We're gonna do it this way. It's so loud. That's better.
I don't think
Okay.
I don't think it's that loud.
All right, I turned that one down. The other one was on volume.
Now
1
I
out of
can't hear
100.
it.
Yeah, we can go up a little bit.
It's loud for you though.
No, now it's not. I think this is like a good volume.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. Let's try it. We don't know until we know. You know, we won't be able to until we watch it, we won't be able to tell if it's too loud or not. But from what I hear in my headphones, it doesn't sound too loud. You ever take vitamins?
Intermittently.
Yeah. You ever get like a big fistful of them because you're too lazy to swallow them one at a time? And they get kind of like stuck right here.
I am very good at swallowing pills.
You know what? So am I. But some of these vitamins are out of control.
I will agree with that. The multivitamins are just they're tough. I need water. I usually don't even need water to take pills, but
Yeah,
those ones are. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Allison watches me take them with no water, and she's like mystified. Makes me feel like a man. Okay, I don't need water. What am I, a girl?
What am I? Not a junkie? Of course, I can take pills without water.
What? Come on. You don't think I can dry swallow a fistful of pills? Come on. Piece of cake.
Yeah. But yeah, no, multivitamins they're different. They're a different thing.
Yeah.
They are.
I just had that happen. That's why I asked right before we came on, and I thought,
this is it.
If these are stuck, I'm not going to be able to do this podcast the way I want to do it.
So I think we should come up with, that's a good, you said podcast. I think we should never use that term, and I think we should figure out a new term right now.
How about, well, I mean,
Broadcast.
stream would be the, I think, appropriate term. Right? It's a stream.
Live stream.
Yeah, live stream.
Okay.
Live stream, or maybe broadcast I like, or why is it called a podcast? What is a podcast? Is it from the iPod? Is that what?
Sorry, I just wanted to try that.
Is that a 30-second countdown?
Yeah. So I think the idea.
What happens at the end of the countdown?
Let's find out. Yeah, I guess that's it. Nothing. It just starts over. That's a StreamYard default thing. Same with this music. Anyway, sorry. I don't know what the origin of the word podcast is.
Are you guys having a tough time? Try BetterHelp. Go to BetterHelp. That's HELP, not HEALTH. BetterHelp.com. I'm going to start just doing ads in the middle of our thing.
Yeah.
See if it takes off.
See what sticks.
Yeah.
See what companies decide to throw money at it. Yeah. I think the countdown timer is cool. I think that's something that we have to create one, which sucks, and I don't know how to do that. Otherwise, that's all you got, that 30 seconds. But if you had like the logo and then like a 5-minute timer at the very beginning of the show, right? Like you
like
go
Pat
live.
McAfee.
Like everybody who live streams, that's how they all do it. That way
I don't understand what the point is.
Just to get people, what you do is ideally people watch this and have notifications turned on that whenever this goes live, they get a notification.
So it's like a little buffer period that allows people to join.
That it goes live when the countdown timer starts. So you get 5 minutes and then you start the show. I don't know. It's just something that's
like notification's like a 5-minute warning.
It's something that professionals do that
it's like
if it didn't work,
the house
they wouldn't do it. Yeah.
Right.
Once or twice. Yeah.
Right. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So hey man, let's blindly follow what others do. That's when has that ever gone wrong? No, I like that. I think that's a good idea.
It's just a matter of getting it done.
Well,
so
let's just use the 30-second one for now.
Yeah, right.
The one that keeps repeating after 30 seconds. Be as long as we need it to be.
Let's make an agenda. I kind of want to stay fairly focused on this one because I think Friday is the day. I think that's when we start.
Fuck yeah, bro. Soft launch.
So let's work on an agenda. Do you want to pull up like Google Sheets or something? We can write it out.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. Trying to find the right mic keyboard setup. I think I got it. I can't close the tab that my fantasy football team is in because I can't sign back into it. And if I close it, I'm done for the season.
What? Why? How is that possible?
Too long. It's too hard to describe. But signing into Yahoo is not an easy thing. And I have 2 accounts that I accidentally created because it's so hard to sign in. All right. I'm digging the chill music in the background. It's like forcing me to talk softer. And dude, I've got some weird ass Google Docs.
Let's make that the bit. Like, if you want to go through those, we can go through those.
Oh, these are all like spam things that people have added to my Google Drive. Boo Boo 393 and Chicken Tender 319.
Oh, I see. They're
Get
just
out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Titles and quests. Podcast document. Is this from the last time we tried?
That must be it.
Let's use it. Butt Rape Country Club.
What? You know what? This might have been. I think this was whenever we were doing the thing with your sister.
Oh, the bouillabaisse.
The bouillabaisse.
Can I open this? I'm so scared to open this, but I'm going to.
What is that?
Tilda Swinton is sleeping in a box at MoMA this year. God.
That's obviously something that was interesting to us 10 years ago almost.
That's still interesting to me. This is crazy.
Yeah,
and
I totally agree. I like seeing flashbacks like that.
Yeah, like this was a stupid time for the world. We should all be ashamed of this.
That's all that was going on. So when was that? What's the date?
Do you remember that Vince Vaughn movie, American Businessman 42?
No.
He goes to Japan or Germany, I don't remember where, for a business trip. And the only place he can stay because his company just went out under or something is in this museum. Basically like this. And the name of the exhibit is American Businessman 42. It's really funny.
What's the date on that? What year?
2013.
Yeah, there was nothing going on in 2013, man. Compared to today. What's that one?
Dick Bowner.
I think it opened in another window.
Yeah, it did.
Dick Bowner?
Dick Bowner.
Is that person's name?
No, that's just it's number one on the 3 item list. Dick Bowner. Spelled D-I-Q. Right above Butt Rape Country Club.
Dick Bowner.
Do you remember that at all?
No, I don't.
That's great, and I love that it's number one.
It should be.
Today's guest, we have Dick Bowner.
Oh, no, that's the name of the broadcast. Dick Bowner.
I mean, should we?
It's pretty good.
Should we use that? It's great. I mean,
Well,
Butt Rape Country Club is also pretty great.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
It might be a little aggressive.
It's not. Yeah, it's not as good as Dick Bowner. That's why it's number 2.
Yeah, that's right. Dick
We'll remember Dick Bowner for the next month. So I'm sure we'll use it. We'll bring it up.
I mean, I hope we do. Okay, let me get out of this tainted document and start a new one.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I don't know if I like the vibes from the Dick Bowner document. Let's see what else I got in here. Honeymoon planning, that was fun. Deal review for work. Boo Boo 393. See you later. Sprinkler workplace guide. How to sell. How to be a regional sales manager. Matt's favorite things to. Ooh, that's intriguing. But I'm to do in Kauai. Okay, I've been to Kauai. Must have been looking for some tips. Honey Tot 718. See you later. Pearl 390. Nice to know ya. Mooncake 887. Goodbye. Brenda 471. Get out of my drive. Cheese at 509. Never wanted you here. Happy to see you go.
All right, let's open a new one. Oh, let's open a new one.
Hey man, I was just killing the time. I got you. I mean, there's a lot of these in my G drive though.
There are. That's a problem. Taking up that precious Gmail space.
Yeah, that's right, man. I can't be having that. Okay, so we've already named a document Pocast document, so we'll have to find some other title.
Yeah. Maybe
how about
Josh show agenda?
I like that.
Let's try a different one here. This one's called Feeding the Ducks. Yeah, let me pull up. I gotta save that document on the Interstate 79. Are you going to Pittsburgh for Thanksgiving?
I'm going. We're going to Denver to see Allison's family.
Bah.
We kind of do it every other year.
Yeah, I get it.
But I'm thinking of we're thinking of going in December. Are you going to be around? Like for Christmas? No.
We're gonna be in State College for Christmas.
Gotcha. So you kind of do the same thing.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, I guess we'll have to come up to State College then. Thanks for inviting
Yeah,
us.
that'd be fine. That'd be fine. Let's see. How do I get this? Let's just show the bookmarks.
I like the vertical bar. Have I told you this before?
Vertical bar.
Yeah, I use it in like all of my
Oh.
invitations that I send for work. You know, I'll write like Navon / Williams, and then I'll bar it, and I'll say initial discussion.
You want to? Yeah, that's great. That's congrats.
Thank you.
That works. It works for you. You got to make that
It's
bigger.
working.
Is there any way you can
Working.
magnify that?
Yeah. I can do a couple of things. I can make the font really big, or I can just increase the size of the viewing. Let's try the
that's
viewing.
That's what you want. There you go. Perfect.
I find the Google font intoxicating. Arial. It's beautiful. Like in high resolution, it's the best looking font there is.
All right.
Okay, so what's the format for an agenda? Do we let? So you want to do like? Why don't we do this? We can break it up kind of like an outline.
Yeah.
We do intro
Opening
banter.
remarks.
Yeah, opening remarks. I like that.
New business.
New business.
But vertical bar, new business.
You know what? No, that's in this case, it's a parenthetical.
Okay, you're the pro.
Vertical
You're
bars.
the expert.
They belong in the title. I got to center
You're the
this
expert.
one. Okay. What you want to say? You want to call it like bit number 1 or no?
Well, I think we need to be specific about this. So like,
right, but like if I want to establish a outline.
okay.
So like for example, so opening remarks will always be opening remarks. And we go into bit number 1, which this week is I-79 visual illustration.
That's a man who knows how to get to the minimum word count in an essay in high school.
So do we?
There.
Yeah. Right. Do we want to? Here's what I'm thinking. We have we have 3 segments a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not counting opening and closing remarks. 2 of them are always the same, and 1 is rotating based on events of the day, whatever on our mind. Do we want to always lead with the same thing? Think Seth Meyers with A Closer Look, or Howard Stern reading the news before he gets to his interviews, whatever, like the thing that people like the most.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't know. We can kind of.
Or do we want to put the rotating one first, so it's always something new?
I don't know. I don't think it matters. Let's just pick one, and then we'll try that.
Definitely matters, but we can. Yeah, we're not going to know. Yeah,
we don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And then I think I think the one thing is how I envision this going is like we literally have this, and it's very brief. Bit 1, 2, and 3, and that's it. And we start talking, and then if we go off on topics and shit, like we don't stop. But when the momentum dies, then we go to bit number 1, and when the momentum dies, then we go to bit number 2, and you know what I mean? Because that's what I think is funny about when we talk, is that it just kind of will go wherever. It's almost like improv in a way. You know what I mean? But it's good to have things teed up and ready to go, like before we go live. That way, there's not a lot of transition time to go into something new when the momentum dies. Excuse me.
I agree. I don't like the outline format.
Okay.
I'm going to do it something different here. Doesn't fit. Okay, so we have opening remarks, and we've got bit number 1, happens to be I-79. Do we want to do that first tomorrow? Seems like we're both pretty eager to get into that.
I think it's great.
Yeah, it is great. I mean, I don't think just there's if we maybe okay. So I'm going to keep making. Remember how I've told you that my instinct is always going to be to try to give the people what they want and like
Yep.
bring in viewers because I like entertaining. That's just my thing. So
Yes.
if that is our goal, we couldn't start with something worse than the I-79 illustration.
Well, I mean, look.
Would you agree?
We're not calling it the I-79. Like, it's what it really is just like Rich and Josh find some random small town and then talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be anywhere, right? It doesn't matter where it is.
Okay. All right. So maybe it's the best then, and I'm overthinking it, which is very, very common.
It's not the Interstate 70. I mean, once we get to Pittsburgh, obviously we'll start talking about stuff we know, but maybe we skip Pittsburgh and we just go straight to like Butler County and try to figure it out from there. I don't know. Traveler's Guide. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
And we can do that with any interstate. It doesn't matter. But the nice thing about I-79 is they got that exit guide. That's really good.
Are there any things that we want to prepare for opening remarks before we get into the bits?
I think that's something. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking about that. When we start, it's like think of things you want to talk about, which is the stuff that we text each other, and then, but don't go into specifics, right? Like let's keep it fairly vague over text. I'll know that you want to talk about. I forget what you texted yesterday.
So do I. Rankings.
Well, that's
rankings is like
bit.
a segment.
That's a bit. That's a segment. Right. Yeah.
What did I dude? How about that perfect cover doesn't exist video? It's so good. I was in like that video I sent you last night, the TikTok video. I was in like the best headspace to receive that. You know, I had a good day at work yesterday. I had like a number of things kind of break in my favor, and so I was in a good mood. I was relaxed. I had just done a Peloton, showered, and opened up TikTok, and like I was so delighted to see that. I'm curious. In different circumstances, was it just as funny?
I've seen that video before. I think that's fairly old.
Is it?
And, okay. Or versions of it where people sing that specific song and it's just out of tune and it's a lot of standing around, which makes it awkward. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. So that's the kind of stuff that like for new business, you present, I present, like that's on us to come up with shit.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything unaddressed. I mean, we could do the
rankings. Let's add. We'll go to bit 2. Just write rankings down now, and maybe we figure out how to do random rankings.
Random.
Man. I would.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about like it wouldn't be too hard. Like we could rank the best corrugated paper manufacturer in the United States. But then I thought like that's going to be us just poking around the internet, and I just don't know if that would be interesting as interesting as we are ranking the top 5.
Well,
actually, you know what? Now that I'm not even going to say it out loud because it hurts my heart. So yeah, I think you're right. Actually,
hurts your heart.
Yeah, I was going to say like the top 5 Tom Hanks movies, but then I was like, well, that's not that fun, right?
No,
like
I think it's more fun to go on this page. We go on this page here, and we just pick a number like 1 through 40 or whatever, however many on this, and be like, chips for big guy. We're ranking chips for big guy, tier list maker, chips. Okay, so that's one we actually could speak to, but this one was like, hang on, there was a better one. Colors. We got to rank the colors.
I like that. I actually really like that. But I mean, I don't want it to be something that we know nothing about.
Like this one? This is obviously video games.
Yeah.
I think it's funny there was one I looked up yesterday and it was in Spanish, so I didn't know what the thing was, but it had just a bunch of country flags on the bottom and you had to rank those. So it's like, we got to rank the countries.
I like ranking countries too. I agree. Yeah. I like that a lot. Oh, South Park characters. That's a fun one.
Yeah. So I think we just go to this page, right? And we just, recent, rank the
Those
letters.
letters. I love that, dude. I love that. Can we start with this one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. To Josh rank the alphabet.
I love that.
So
I mean,
I think
I
there's-
wish I
I think
wouldn't have
there's-
seen it already, so now I'm gonna have time to think about it. But
Yeah, I'm
okay,
gonna stop
about
looking.
it.
But
Yeah.
my point is, I think every show we go to that page and we pick something and we just talk about it, right?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Because that is such a good like kickoff.
Rankings. I know it's
Yeah.
it's easy, it's simple, doesn't need to be too creative, but it's all about the people that are ranking them and the conversations that will ensue. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Cool.
And if we end up getting people from our real lives watching, we will rank them too.
Sure.
We will rank
We'll rank-
our own
we'll rank
Instagram
anything.
followers.
Or like anything.
My number one Instagram follower, I'm going to go with my mom.
Power
Always been there
rankings.
for me. Consistently funny posts, very supportive. Likes every single thing I post on Instagram. Does your mom follow you on Instagram?
My mom doesn't have Instagram,
Yeah,
as far as I know.
as far as you know, right? Well, let's just say that things change when that happens.
Yeah, I bet they do. I bet they do. All right, this
Okay.
is this website's great. I'm saving this, adding it to the bookmarks. Perfect. Okay, so that's two of them right there.
Are there any issues we want to discuss in new business? Like,
Yeah, that's I think that changes every week.
no, but should we prepare them? Is my point.
I think I think that's if you
But you're
wanna talk
talking about
the Chargers.
like coming in hot.
If you want to talk about the Chargers uniform, then like you did, like you texted me, like, what do you think about that? I think we have that conversation here, but send me the text and be like, Chargers uniform colors.
Topic.
And then
Yeah.
you kind of spend 15 seconds to bring it up what you want to talk about. And then we would talk about it.
Okay, but why don't we figure out what those things are going to be for Friday?
Yeah, I think we don't have to figure that out today.
Okay, so this is coming in hot.
This is new.
Oh, like, I'm gonna call it coming in
biz.
hot.
Share this with me, please. And then maybe
sir.
the way we do it is we look at this agenda the night before and see what we've each filled out.
Gmail, right? Your Gmail address?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I didn't hear the
we-
last thing you said. I'm sorry.
We can both fill this part out and then we write in opening remarks anything that comes to mind, and then we pick some stuff to talk about. And maybe the next morning we're like, you know what, we don't have to do that. And then we jump to a bit, but we go through the stuff that we have motivation to talk about.
So, okay, are you saying that we show up to the stream with things in mind that we've talked about with each other prior over text?
Just okay. Let me give you. So I'm sitting there
Like
watching.
that, we've
TV.
sent each other topics. That's it, and we just kind of
That's it.
aggregate those topics. Okay. And
Yes.
what if we don't?
I think
we
we're
will-
always going to have something, right?
Okay.
If we haven't done this at all ever. We've never been intentional about coming up with stuff to talk about, and we've got 100 hours of broadcast. So
It's a really good point.
we'll figure something out. And if we don't, then we just jump right into the bit, and then that's going to start.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good with that.
So just use this as the place to put those topics.
The recurring bit. Reoccurring. Is reoccurring a word?
Recurring.
But is reoccurring also a word?
No.
Nope, it's not. Good. It's just the way I wanted it. Okay, so we've got bit number 3 then, yeah?
Yep.
I mean, we'll probably
That's-
rank
and
something
that's-
else too. But I don't want to figure it out right now.
I keep looking through the shit. It's like ranking the months of the year. That's
I like
great.
that too. Yeah.
Ranking.
Okay, let's go letters of the alphabet,
Yeah.
months of the year.
Well, I'm literally just
This is
hitting
ideas.
refresh on this. These are ones that I'm seeing. Every time it's great. Every time I go back to We Clubs Resort and We Sports Club Mees. So I had on Sunday, Sarah and her friend went hiking in the morning, and then they both came back here. I wanted to make breakfast on the griddle before it got too cold, and so her friend came over, and Sarah brought it up that this was happening. She's like, "Well, now that they're gonna be public about it, I can tell you," to her friend. And you could kind of tell. And she's like, "Oh, that sounds great." She's like, "Rich and Josh are doing a podcast," and I was like, "This is exactly how I didn't want this to go." But anyway, she was like, "Oh, that's so great!" Like I
had a similar.
So anyway, but my point is, and I was like, "Yeah, whatever." We just decided we'll let people know. I mean, we've already done 50 of them, and she almost like spit her drink out. She's like, "Oh, this is something you're not just like gonna do for the first time. You've been doing this for a year."
Right.
And I think that lands. That was like,
so
oh, this is different.
I was at Allison's birthday dinner, which, by the way, went off without a hitch. She was completely surprised and happy.
Yeah.
It was great. It was awesome.
That's an opening remarks.
Yeah, it's good fodder for opening remarks. So I was someone was asking me what's new, and I said, well, we're gonna hard launch our podcast. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't know you had a podcast." And I said, "Yeah, we're at about episode 50." And she was like, "50?" And I was like, "Yeah, we probably amassed somewhere in the range of 50 to 55 views during that time, and we're ready to hard launch it." And I think people are intrigued by it. They don't know what to think, but I will say this: everyone was very supportive about. Go entertain, Josh. That was the message. Like, good for you. Go get them. That sounds like something you should be doing.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I still don't think anyone's going to watch at first. We'll have to be. There's too much coming at people. Like we have to be. We have to get the Rich and Josh Show's account followers.
There is no account. Have you created a TikTok account?
Correct. I think I did, actually, yeah.
I do think people will, if not watch it live, definitely be like, "Oh, I'm clicking on this link and then going to go back through."
Yeah, dude. It's Rich and Josh 1.
Monster Energy drink tier list.
My TikTok name is Meyer on Fire. Do you know that? Did I ever tell you that? It's the first time I used that one. I tell you that? I tell you I did that? All right. So we've got coming in hot text topics and, of course, Dick Bowner on the opening remarks agenda. Recurring rankings. I love it. Didn't we have another bit that we wanted to do? There was another bit that we had talked about, I thought.
Let's go back through the text chain.
Yeah. That's a good. The source.
Caffeine in my soap is something you want to talk about. So maybe just save that for Friday, so you can sing your song.
I'll add it to opening remarks. Let me just say, it's a song that I made up in the shower one day.
Save it.
That Allison knows all the words to still. And this was 5 years ago.
Stop it. Use it for Friday. That's perfect. I want to hear it on Friday. I don't want to hear it now.
Oh, you will. You will. But you brought it up. What do you want me to do? Not talk about
it?
Dick Bowner. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Dick Bowner, and this is my co-host, Rich Strayer.
That's it.
Dick Bowner kind of sounds like a defensive coordinator for the Steelers back in the early 90s.
Yeah, just like the other guy named Dick LeBeau. They
And
didn't
like
really
a kind of
stretch for
Bowner's
that.
kind of sounds like Cower, you know? So it fits.
Uh, Dick Bowner. So I'm not working today. I haven't been working all week.
Really?
It's nice. Yeah, I took 3 days off.
Good for you, man. Just
Go
a
back
little
tomorrow.
mental recharge.
Yep. I hadn't
Yeah.
had a day off since August, and I was like, you know what, man? I got the end of the year is always crazy, so I need some time right now.
Yeah, dude. I took Friday off for Allison's birthday, and it was my first day off since I started. So first day off in like 7 months.
How did
And
that
just
go?
one day.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I was new, you know, like I
Yeah,
never
that's
take
right.
vacation when I'm new.
I got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
But honestly,
How-
one day was all I needed.
How was the dinner?
It was great. It was really great. She so we did the first night, just her sister and brother-in-law. They were like, everyone was so great about it, you know. You know when you just get like the right crew together. It was that.
Yep.
You know, it was just the right crew. It was everyone was there for the same purpose, just to have fun. And you know, we stayed out on Thursday night. We stayed out until like 3:30 in the morning, which I haven't done in a long time. And Shira was out with us until late, and her sister Farah, who's her Shira, so like her older sister,
Yeah.
was out with us until late. And one of her friends puked in an Uber on the way home. It was an epic night. It was an epic night.
That's a Manhattan Thursday night.
Yeah. And
3:30.
I tell you what, man, the city is like so vibrant right now. It's I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like everywhere you go, people are just kind of like, I think everyone's just so happy that things are back to full speed now. We're back in the offices. We've all gotten over that, and everyone's in the city kind of thrown together again.
Yeah. And it's
So everywhere we went was packed.
And it's fall, like the weather's changing, which makes it nicer. And
Yep.
people
Like
get
people
to
are
wear
back from the Hamptons. They're back from the Jersey Shore. Everyone's in right now.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
starting around Christmas, it'll thin out again. But this is like the time. So it was cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have
And she
never
was very
puked in an
surprised. She
Uber.
had no idea.
Have you ever
Yeah, I don't
puked
think
in
I-
an Uber?
I don't think I've ever puked. Yeah, I have. But that's because like I get extremely car sick very easily. And not from drinking.
Just
And Uber
for
drivers
being
can't drive.
for being an old lady.
Yeah, just from being a soft little bitch.
Got it.
Yeah, normal stuff. I'm trying to think of the last time I've thrown up from booze. It's been a long time.
Yeah, for me, it's been in the last year. That's why I stopped drinking.
And you just took it too far and said, okay, enough is enough.
Yeah, like multiple times in the last.
Right.
I'm like, I'm done, dude. This
Yeah.
is, and that doesn't. I don't even love it anyway. Like,
Yeah.
I never drink when I'm at home by
Neither do I.
myself. So it's like I
Yeah.
don't need to do it while I'm out. I don't
Yeah.
like it. If I liked it, I would do it at home.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. If I liked it, I would do it every day. But I don't. It's just I don't know. I getting older, it's like I don't know, it just doesn't seem worth it. Big price, small reward.
Yeah, good way. Well put. Well said.
Can we talk about the Steelers?
We can.
Because I'm fascinated by this. Like I'm addicted to Steelers Twitter.
Oh yeah. So what's going
Oh,
on
yeah.
over there?
Oh, it's an all-out dogfight. Everyone has completely given up on Kenny Pickett, except for a few brave souls who are just getting massacred by the general public.
Kenny Pickett's ghost accounts.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett's ghost accounts. They're still beating his drum pretty steadily, but I've got an updated theory. So what was my theory before? My theory before was that it can't just be Matt Canada, right? The play calling isn't that important. I don't think it's Canada, but my new theory is that I definitely think that it is. When
I
your
don't know, man.
offense can't get on the same page, who else could it be but coaches?
So there was, I watched the game on Thursday. I think but first of all, Kirk Herbstreit, Al Michaels is an all time.
He's the greatest.
He's an all timer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirk Herbstreit's awesome. I think he's great too. I like him on.
He is
College
great.
Game Day.
He's not familiar enough to me yet because I don't watch a lot of college football.
He's good enough, and
Yeah,
I
he's
like
great.
the way he. I like the way he calls the game. He obviously knows football, but I like the way he can tie players back to what they did in college and how it changes, right? Because a lot of those guys who are superstars in college just are role players in the NFL. And
Yeah.
he made a comment at one point. It was after they had scored. They looked awesome on the first drive. And then they went back to the old Steelers. And at one of those drives where they went 3 and out, the third down play was Deontay Johnson running across the field, past the first down marker, open in the NFL. He had someone chasing him, but he was open. And Kenny Pickett missed him. And Kirk Herbstreit said, everyone's going to blame Matt Canada because they went 3 and out. But, there's an open receiver, and Kenny Pickett just didn't hit him with the pass. So, what else do you want? If Ben was that quarterback, that pass gets completed, and we don't even know Matt Canada's name, I think, in the 3 years.
In that scenario, Kenny Pickett was definitely at fault.
Yeah. And that happened
However,
a couple of times. Remember, he
I'm
missed
sure it will.
Deontay Johnson in the end zone again,
Yeah.
or someone in the end zone. He missed.
He didn't actually. There's a lot of plays that I think he missed, and then I go back and look, and I realize that the receiver turned over the wrong shoulder. He was actually trying to lead the receiver away from the defense, and had the receiver been on the same page, they would have known that, which is what leads me to believe. I mean, there's going to be missed throws, and I'm not saying the example you're saying wasn't a missed throw, but when there are consistent miscommunications and players just don't seem to know where they're supposed to be, or they can't consistently get to their spots, who else would that be but coaching? Or you got the wrong players, but I think at this level, they're all good enough. Look, a new team comes out of nowhere every year with the same guys they had the year before when they were shitty. They're all good enough to win a Super Bowl. All of these players, if they're on the field, they're freaks. They're good enough.
Yeah, I agree with
You don't
that.
think? You do?
No, I do, but there's reasons guys like Chase Claypool can't seem to stay on the field with any team, right?
It's
Gets
not
traded
ability.
around.
It's
Right.
it's mentality.
It's
It's his willingness to be coached.
He's just not. Yeah, exactly. And so you can have the wrong players.
You can definitely have the wrong players. No question about it. No question about it. But even Chase Claypool even scored 7 or 8 touchdowns a year. So he contributed.
One
Until he
year,
didn't.
and now he has.
I think
Now he
2,
got kicked
but yeah.
off the Bears. He got benched
The
on the
Dolphins
Bears. Yeah, you think he's ever gonna dress for a game?
He
Miami?
he did. They just played in Germany, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And it was on early in the morning, so I was watching it. And Jalen Waddle got taken out for a series, and they put Claypool in. And on his first play, he got a boneheaded penalty, and they took him out, and he didn't get back in for the rest of the game.
Right. I mean, the guy it's not gonna work.
Yeah, he
but-
sucks. I hate him.
And the Steelers drafted him, so let's not act like it's all Chase Claypool's fault. They could have not drafted that guy.
Good point.
I don't know, man. I think that there's definitely. I think it's more Kenny Pickett just not being great. He's not the guy. I think it was very clear after that game.
I disagree. I disagree
He's
because
not the guy.
I don't think you can use the Titans game as an example because he's playing. You ever bruised a rib before?
Yeah,
It's the most painful
it sucks.
injury.
Yeah,
It's very, very painful. He played 4 days after getting his rib bruise where no one expected him to play. He
okay.
was
Then
not-
don't play. Then
but
don't play.
I-
If it's going to affect the
would-
way you play, that's why you don't play.
No, he did play
Yeah.
and he won. That's the
Okay.
headline. My point is Why isn't that the headline? Let me just say this and tell me if you think it's at all untrue or unreasonable. Second-year quarterback plays through painful injury to lead team to win.
I don't agree. I don't disagree that that should be the headline.
But
they won the game. I mean, on Steelers Twitter, it's not. I agree with that, but I don't think that Kenny Pickett's going to be around for 10 years. That's what I'm saying. He'll be there until they get a chance to draft someone who's great.
I actually think he's going to be. I think he's going to be given the opportunity. The only thing that makes me hesitate is it seems like, so everyone who knows football, which is not me, but the people that I listen to that know football all say that the Steelers run a very boring, plain offense. They don't use motion. They don't use play action. They don't use anything to even try to confuse the defense. I heard one analyst on ESPN, a well-known guy, I just can't remember which one, who basically said, he's like, it's like the Steelers think that they're not allowed to try to fool the defense before they snap the ball. So the question is, are they doing that because Kenny Pickett isn't able to comprehend such complexities, or are they doing that because Matt Canada can't comprehend such complexities?
Yeah, right. I don't know. And we'll never know the answer to that.
Every other team in the NFL does it, except for the Steelers.
Yeah. I don't know.
Right. So my point is, in the event that Canada is the one, and not because he doesn't call the right plays or drop right, because he can't get everyone on the same page. He is an ineffective leader. He can't earn the respect and attention of these players that will give them that, that 10% of additional focus we can all tap into when we really give a shit and when we understand what we're doing and we know our role and we want to do it well. And I think that's the whole point of a coach.
At this point, it'd be like, why don't you just get rid of both? After the season, draft another quarterback. I think they might draft some. I bet we'll see how the rest of the year plays out. But I wouldn't put it past them that they draft another quarterback in the first 3 rounds.
I just don't think that's how they do business.
Dude, I mean, we'll see.
I don't think that's how they want to do it. It's not like Kenny had 3 picks and a fumble.
No, but he's just not. He's missing open guys, and you can't do that consistently in the NFL. The Steelers have won the game. That's right, but they still have like a negative point differential, like the 4th worst in the league.
You clearly didn't see my tweet from earlier this week. Hold on, I addressed this very topic.
Let's hear it.
Well, we're gonna see it, which is even better. See if you can read that.
Yeah, you don't want to pull it up on your computer, do you?
Yeah, I can do. I know, because I have to sign in. I don't ever use Twitter. Here,
okay, so that's what we're gonna. That's the kind of stuff that we need to prepare. We need sign in, and then if you want to show something.
I don't even think I'll need to sign in, to be honest with you. I can just go to my Twitter page.
By the way, the Mount Morris Volunteer Fire Department has a 5.0 ranking on. Let's see this. Josh Marchsteiner says, volunteers are friendly. Great response times.
I don't know my fucking Twitter password. Sorry. Okay, so anyway, it says 2016 Dolphins go 10-6 with a -17 differential. 2019 Texans go 10-6 with a -7 differential. 2020 Browns are 11-5 with a -11. 2021 the Raiders are 10-7 with a -65 differential. Seems
what
like
are the
there's
Steelers?
A team every year. They're 5-3 with a -30.
Yeah.
Not great, but it's not unprecedented.
And
two of those teams won their first playoff game.
So I wonder, the ones that like -7, I get that, and maybe it was just one blowout game. Right. We'll see if they don't make the playoffs this year. They're definitely drafting a quarterback. they're definitely getting rid of Matt Canada. If they make the playoffs, they're probably keeping both again.
I agree with that. I think, yeah.
That's just.
I don't think they're going to move on.
That's just
from
it,
Kenny.
Josh.
I don't think they're going to move on from Kenny. I don't. I think this is what they want. I think this is what they want to work, and they're going to stick with it until it's far too late. Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I like that. Yeah.
Okay, so should we? You want me to start paying for this so that we can? Oh, what's this? Oh, I got to upgrade.
Yeah.
See what I get by upgrading. Is it time? Is it my turn? Only the team owner can view and edit billing information. Okay, so I'll give you my credit card and you can put it in there for a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I thought these were your songs that you were playing.
No. I have some, but I haven't been able to like pull them out.
Can I listen to Feeding the Ducks?
I've played it. I've been playing it for a while. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No,
can you switch it? See if you switch it. I want to see what it looks like on my screen. Yeah, nice. Turn up.
I like this, man. Feed the Ducks.
I think we definitely should be playing something in the background. It just makes it sound better.
Agreed. All right, what's our third bit?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about on Friday? Let's go back to that. Rankings. Rankings is the perfect one. I love that.
Yeah. It really is. Like, it's very... I love ranking things. Like, I love assigning values to things. I don't know. I just love it. I could do it all day. And, like... we can do some serious one. Like, we could do Christopher Nolan movies. That's a fun one. We can do, like, barbershop banter.
I'm in. Yeah, whatever. We're going to be doing these things for years, so we're going to come up with new ideas all the time.
How long do we want these to be?
I think we go until there's no momentum. If it's funny to us, if whatever we're talking about is entertaining and funny to us, we don't stop talking about it until, and it always happens where it's just kind of like, yeah, and then we're like, okay, we're done. Next topic.
All right, well, let's just go with this for Friday because I have a work call, so I have to go.
But you gotta go. All right.
Yeah, but I think this is plenty for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So now the only other thing we have to do is Instagram post from each of our personal accounts.
Well, I think what we do is we do the same one, and I think we make it. We don't be like, hey, we want to share this with you. Be like, we're celebrating the 53rd anniversary show. Click here. That's it. With maybe the Rich and Josh show. Hello, my name is Rich and Josh show logo.
About that.
I don't think we do that. I don't think we write all of that like, oh, we want to see if you want to check it out. We're like, no, it's happening.
Okay.
You can click on it if you want or not. We don't give a shit.
So tell me what you give me your copy.
53rd anniversary broadcast.
Of
no, not even that. It's gonna have the logo on it.
Too vague.
It's gonna have the logo on it.
No,
it's gonna have the logo on it.
It's too vague. The logo doesn't mean anything to anyone. No one's ever seen it before.
It's gonna people be like,
the
what do you
Nike
mean?
swoosh?
We're gonna be like, in time it will be. I think if you're vague with it and you say, hello, my name is Richard Joshua, maybe put our pictures, like the other logo at the bottom from 15 years ago where we look so much better than we do now.
Yeah.
That's it. 53rd anniversary broadcast, Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. Click here and then have the link in there. and that's it. People now it's the Rich and Josh show. You see our faces. You see that it's live at 7:30 in the morning. That's it, and it's the 53rd anniversary. What? People would be like, I'm gonna click.
I
on
think
that.
it's I see what you're going for. I'm wondering if it's too big of a leap for people to understand.
What I don't want to sound like is
What's the
we're
story we're
begging people
telling?
to watch. The story is that again, we're inviting people
We're
in
not
to
begging
watch
people
this.
to watch. Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying.
We're inviting people in to see what has been entertaining for you and me. And now we can talk. You know, there's comments and stuff that we can look at, and it's just the broadcast. I
You
like
know what
that.
we should do? You know what we should do? I should do this one, and you should do that one
Yeah.
because it's
I was just thinking that.
more each other's voices, right?
Yep. And I know you don't
then
use
we'll keep the-
Instagram very
we'll keep the-
much, but
Yeah, we'll keep the pictures the same, right? So I'm gonna do this. We're doing this on a story, right?
yeah.
Stories. Okay, and I gotta find a good picture of us.
There's got to be ones out there.
I have 2 shoe boxes with like all kinds of pictures from college. There's
Oh
one
no, I
have
know
in
which
mind.
one it is. I know which one
Which
we're
one?
using. The one when we were trying on sunglasses at that place when I was up there 5 years ago.
Oh, that's a good one. Do you have it
that's a
handy?
Really, I'm sure it's. I can get it. Yeah,
Okay, text it over to me because
I'll text it to you. It's on my personal photos. I use that picture all the time. That's actually
that's a current picture you're saying.
fairly. It's still 5 years old, but
Oh, I have
yeah.
one of us from my wedding.
Yeah, let's see what. Are they good? Do you have it available?
Yeah,
You
I'm
got a
looking at it
call
right now.
Do you have a call at 8:30?
No, I have it. It's at 9, but I got to do a little prep for it.
All right.
Let me see if I can share this real quick. This is like we're launching a business together. I mean,
hate it.
this looks like we're law partners.
I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I hate that one. I'm not
The
watching
close-up
that.
version.
I'm not watching that person's broadcast.
No, that's scary.
These guys are going to talk about. These guys are going to talk about motivation.
That's Allison.
Better be careful scrolling through that.
Yeah, I know. All right. I mean, my pictures are pretty lame, but
Yeah, whatever. We've got good ones out there. That one from the. We look terrible.
I want to find
Which
I
is-
want to find an old one too, like going way back to high school.
The one where we were
do-
wearing your sister's clothes at the '70s dance.
Do you have a digital version of that? I have, dude. I have 2 shoe boxes. You want me to go grab one? Actually, I'll go through them later and show you.
That's gonna be If they're in shoe boxes, it's probably gonna be.
No, they're like I just was going through them though. I actually had them in my
Perfect.
office until like a couple days ago.
I can search by your face, which is good. I think I can do that. How do I?
I like just going back through time and seeing my hairline disappear.
This is the picture.
Yeah, yeah. I love this picture.
The Rich and Josh.
That's
I love
such a-
those
your
sunglasses.
Your hands are just perfect.
Look how bad we look.
Yeah, they're like meh.
Like your hair.
Yeah,
Like this is not a good thing. This is
No.
everything about this is
Yeah.
just bad.
yeah.
Like wearing like look at this collar line. Like just not just gross.
And that's what you want to use. That's the picture
Yeah,
you
let's
want to
use
use.
that one. No, I don't. Maybe we don't. Now that
Yeah,
I'm,
maybe we
seeing
don't.
it.
It's pretty bad.
let me see what other ones we got. Here we go. How about this one? You can save that one for the Josh show.
I have a picture of myself with no shirt on wearing a Spider-Man mask. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect. 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 Look at us.
That one's kind of dumb, but
It's also kind of great.
Flicking the camera.
It's such a high school move.
I know. I mean, but this is such a good picture, and I love the way that it kind of cuts off the heads and stuff. But that's
we
don't look like that anymore.
No, and like
it can't be our
we never did.
We did it on this day. We look like that.
Did we?
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
I think oh man, that's a good one too. I mean, do we have to blur out people's faces?
Yeah, I don't think we use these types of pictures.
But that's a great one, man.
Yeah, man.
I think the one from high school in the car with Marissa and Kylie.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I take some fucking weird pictures, man.
Who doesn't? When were we up in? When was your wedding? What year?
2021.
In October.
Yeah.
I'm just looking through to see if I got any. Nah, I didn't take a lot of pictures that weekend. I don't have any of you and me.
Well, isn't that nice, Richard?
Yeah, really.
Isn't
I'll have to
nice?
look to see if I've got pictures of you and me. I don't know that I do. Other than what I just saw. Oh, here's a good one.
Typed in your name into the search on photos. I don't know why I thought that was going to be a thing.
That's a that's how they figure it out in Turkey. And then making dough. Consistency of dough will be like an earlobe. Yeah.
I don't think I had. I got to look through the box.
Yeah. The box is going to have the ones.
The box will have options. Yeah. All right, buddy. Time to start the day.
Okay, last thing. I think we send these posts. We post these stories Thursday afternoon.
I think we do them.
They're good for 24 hours. So I think you want it when people are going to be looking at Instagram.
Shouldn't we do it more than once?
No.
Okay.
Just one.
Yeah, Thursday afternoon. I like it.
Okay.
But like, hold on. Is there if people are seeing it and it goes away after 24 hours and that's the only place they can get the link, how are they going to actually find it?
People are going to see it. They're going to click on that link. It's going to take them. Yes.
And then they're going to remember to come back to it Friday morning? You're crazy.
People are going to... Here's how I envision this. People on Thursday afternoon are going to see this. They're going to know that the info that it's going to be live on Friday is going to be in that post. Right. A link to the actual broadcast is going to be in that post. And you can then hit the notification button to be reminded when it goes live.
From the link.
Yes.
Still think you're asking too much, but I get it. We're going to try it.
We're going to find out. We'll make everyone who shows up identify themselves.
Yeah.
And then we'll know.
Yeah, that's the only way.
That's what you want to do. When you join something, when you join a live broadcast, definitely you want to be called out and forced to identify
Right.
yourself. That is how everyone
you-
relaxes on the internet.
You want to strip away anonymity as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Tell me why you're here.
What business do you have here?
Yeah. Right. All right. I mean, and so it begins.
And so it begins.
All right, I got the I-79 exit guide.
You got it locked and ready?
Yeah. I'm going to create a Google Maps template here so that it'll jump to this whenever I open Google Maps.
Love
Exit. We're going to start with exit northbound Reed down.
Northbound Reed down.
Kirby. We're going to go to Gerard's Fort, exit 7.
Why not?
I'm already looking at it, and there is something called Whiteley Township Supervisors 5.0 ranking.
How many rankings?
Green County, baby.
Dick
That's what I'm
Bowner.
talking about. That's where Dick Bowner is, man. Okay.
We don't need to be too tucked in because it's still going to be nobody on Friday, but we'll continue to build.
I think it's just important that we get I'm not worried about that. It is important that we do have things to jump to. I think back to what Jack Zebo told us. He's like, you got to have something that
Agreed.
you can go back to, and so that's what this is. That's all.
Agreed. I'm with you. 110%.
Otherwise, we're just doing this.
Oh, dude, I've been pushing for structure from day one. It's just so
I know.
much easier not to do it.
It's not. Yeah, right. It's not. It's easier to not do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the easiest thing in the world to just show up and talk about whatever we want.
Less prep time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, buddy. I got to run.
We'll see you then.
All right. See you then.
Peace.
Later.